Hello and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities Tarot. My name's Rochelle and I am doing a love reading for Sagittarius in all placements. It's timeless in general, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Yeah, yeah. So anyway, I'm looking at you and your person, and in a romantic sense, if you are not interested in that, it's not your story. This could be anybody. So apply it as it fits, and also remember that roles can always be reversed. Um, it's just the energy that I'm tapping into. So I'm going to start with the Dream Keepers Tarot. This has been this series has been amazing using this deck. Um, the the things, the messages that are coming out are just so incredible and intense at times. So we will see what's going on for you, Sag. There is Linus Kitty Cat. Good morning. So glad you are here. Yes, yesterday's reading was something, wasn't it? I am not usually brought to tears like that. Anyway, yes, onward. So, Sagittarius. Oh, I need to make more space. There we go. And there's the sun. Hello, hello. Thanks for being here. Okay. Wires are showing. Okay. So, how do you see yourself in this connection, Sagittarius? Ace of Cups. Okay. It's a good start. How do you view this person? The Tower. Scorpio energy. And how do you view this connection? Queen of Wands. I'm not going to remember, but well, this Queen of Wands has shown up quite a bit in this series. And I feel like in this position it was like Aries or Taurus. It was somewhere at the beginning of yeah, the series. So, how does your person view themselves? Four of Wands. How do they view you? The Chariot. Oh, okay. Cancerian energy. I'm just noticing right there that the two horses are coming together. Oftentimes they're either pointed in the same direction or they're going off in other directions. So that's notable. Okay. But I'll speak to that more in a bit. And how does this person view this connection? Queen of Cups. Ooh, we got two queens. Mm, feminine energies. Let's yeah, what's a key strength in this connection? Knight of Swords. And a weak point in this connection. Two of Wands. Where do things seem to be heading? The Fates. Wheel of Fortune. Okay. All right, so let's see what this all means. I'm gonna start with the Tarot of Mystical Moments. No, sorry. Apparently I'm supposed to pick Tarot of Transcendence for this first part. All right, so you have the Ace of Cups, how you see yourself, clarified by the Queen of Swords and the Sun. do 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 do. Leo energy and air signs as well. Um, what are Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius? um, there's you you have put up some very strong boundaries with this person. She's got her sword sticking straight out. She's like, "Yep, don't come any closer." If you do, you will be impaled on my sword. But there is a butterfly, a couple butterflies there. So this, this could be something where you are standing up for yourself in a way you never have before, in a way that might feel uncomfortable, or had been uncomfortable previously, but something has caused you um, to stand strong, stand firm, to speak your truth very clearly, very honestly, and this has brought you happiness. Speaking up for yourself um, feels really good. And has, well, okay, so Ace of Cups can be about a new beginning in love. It can also be about kind of loving yourself, um, kind of really, yeah, starting to understand what unconditional love means through learning to accept and love who you are. And so there's some kind of new beginning in love where okay, gotta get the glasses, see what's going on in here in this picture. Um, and the sun too, we have the small child. There's some kind of new beginning here that feels really good and is very, what's happening? There's a disembodied hand holding it. Oh, it's like her hand holding up the cup. Oh, and we have a little bit of a ghostly thing happening. Like there's another card that's like that. Um it's like two parts of you are merging. Sort of it could be like your physical self and your spiritual self are coming together as one and rising up in a new way. It's like having this new cup of love to offer that is its own. It's its own thing. It's a new thing. It makes me think of the Dark Crystal. When the Mystics and the Skeksis come together. Sorry, spoiler alert. I hope everyone's seen this at this point. But and then they create this, and them these two very opposite parts come together, and it's this bright, shiny light being. It's this whole new kind of uh can't think of the word. In Whatever, yeah, it's a whole new being basically. So dancing. Oh, and she's above the water too. It's like it's rising up above any kind of emotional turmoil. And it's like the emotions are calm now, and there's this feeling of buoyancy, of rising up and feeling renewed. And Sagittarius. Yeah, look, there's the horse. Of course. The horse, of course. Okay, so now I want the Tarot of Mystical Moments. That's why I was supposed to pick that deck. That horse right there. Okay, so how you view this person. The Tower. Scorpio energy. This person could have some prominent Scorpio placements. They don't have to, though. Um, Clarified by the Nine of Pentacles and the Emperor, Aries energy. And the Nine of Pentacles is Virgo energy. Um, so, so this person is, you see them as focusing on themselves, focusing on their abundance, and their prosperity, being being large and in charge. And this is the this we have this feminine energy again. This is the female emperor. Even though looking at this, I'm like, is that female? I don't know. It could be male, but um, yeah, it's a. And by the way, when I point to like female or male, it's not about gender. It is about energy. We all have masculine and feminine. But anyway, this person. Okay, so what's interesting about this is there are all these strings attached to all the little people. Um, so this person is in control, but I don't necessarily I'm kind of getting this feeling of like there's a little bit of a manipulation thing happening here. Keeping a lot of people on a leash. And the something about their need for control has caused some kind of major shakeup here, which makes me think why you have had to set some very strong boundaries because you may be saying, I'm not going to I'm not going to let you control me. And you setting these boundaries. Oh, yeah. And so in this tower, there's this fracturing, and it's almost like you had your sword out. You said, don't come any closer. And they did. And they met, they, they caught, caught the tip of your sword more than the tip. You cut this person in half, um, potentially. And then the hands are clasped over the heart, and there's all this intensity, but something is becoming very clear because you see this yourself as the sun. The sun illuminates. You've illuminated something. This person understands things in a new way based on see, this is how you see this person. I don't know, maybe they're the one who created some kind of tower moment, some kind of shakeup that caused you to put out your sword. But yeah, I just I feel like your sword kinda hit this person where it hurts. But let's keep going. Queen of Wands, is how you see this relationship. I'm going with the, Mystic Mondays tarot. Lord Kaved Abdul. I realized that I've been saying your name wrong because I couldn't see it. My eyesight, my failing eyesight. Um, Hello, Vito. I saw a couple of your readings, and I think it's so amazing that you can do a tarot reading with Pokemon cards. Um, that is just I just think that is so cool. And it made me realize, yeah, we can pretty much read anything with anything. You know, I mean, people do tea leaves and they do the the coffee grounds and the I don't know, like anyway, very cool. Thanks for being here. And Rebecca, my sister, so glad you are here. Okay. So, Queen of Wands, clarified by the King of Cups. So now we have the King and the Queen of Cups on the table, which is a divine match and a very sweet match as well. Sweet and loving. And we have the Knight of Pentacles. So, how you view this connection? is, let's see, let me think about this for a minute. There have been so many court cards that have come up in this series. It's like, th- you know, people. For some reason, people, the court cards trip me up sometimes. Um, but, I'm just going to speak to what I see here, which is that I feel like there's somebody, and this, may become clear as I go. Um, where we have this King of Cups, which is all this love and emotional balance and compassion and having a firm grasp of this cup. It's like care. Sometimes people talk about how the King of Cups doesn't really. He has a lot of love, but he doesn't necessarily show it. His heart. He doesn't have his heart on his sleeve the way the Knight of Cups does. But I'm feeling like this guy is like, here's how I feel. I've got it up on my shoulder for the whole world to see. And I'm not afraid to show my emotions. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles, which is very slow moving, but is the guy who's going to get the job done. This is the one knight you can trust, basically, who has integrity, who wants to do things correctly, and is very focused on, like, taking those steps, double checking, crossing those T's, dotting those I's, and he's holding the ball. Someone here may be into what I call real football, soccer. um, and the Knight of Pentacles is looking over here at the King of Cups, as if there's some as if he's looking to, how I'm seeing this is he's looking to this guy, and like, okay, oh, I see how you are showing up authentically, and you are not afraid to show yourself. And isn't that interesting? And he's not wearing shoes. He's kind of like, like, I'm stripped down to the basics. There's also somebody who's very grounded and maybe into going out and, like, um touching grass. um and I feel like he's looking to the King of Cups. And again, I say he because it's a knight, but gender doesn't matter. um and so, and then there's this Queen of Wands, which feels like, okay, it could be. Okay, so what I'm picking up initially is that this Knight of Pentacles is looking to this King of Cups, is very solid, knows who he is, and is transforming essentially into this Queen of Wands. And the way I've been seeing this is she has her arrow, which has the mask at the end of it, and is starting to take the mask off and seeing that mask, still seeing through the mask somehow, but now seeing that there is a mask there, and she's holding the bow. So, there's potentially eventually going to be the intention of shooting that mask away, but not quite there yet because there's this energy of protection. Now, I don't know where you fall in this. Oh, and I was going to say that this Queen of Wands can be somebody else as well. Somebody, I don't know. I think it's one or I feel I'm going to stick with what I said, which is that I feel like this knight is transforming into this queen. And so taking this masculine energy and then stepping into this more feminine energy of being receptive and allowing. And But the Queen of Wands is very much about being bold, um, like being creative and really comfortable in the spotlight, which is interesting because of this protection, this wing that's wrapped around her. So it's like um, learning to be comfortable in the spotlight, but not quite there yet. Like I don't know. eh, I used to act in plays long time ago, and when you first start doing it and you first like you step in front of your first audience, like it can be kind of intimidating and scary, and you're like, I gotta keep the mask on. Like there's a need to protect yourself from all of the attention, because the Queen of Wands gets a lot of attention, and I feel so there may be some kind of glow up here. So, and someone's getting used to the idea that they are attractive. Maybe this could be somebody who um, they are naturally attractive, but they, for whatever reason, don't feel that way. And so there's kind of this like, I don't know, there's something about taking off the mask and being more authentic, but still in this mode of protection. Not quite out of that yet. Anyway, let's keep going. Uh, okay, yeah, going with the Ethereal Visions Illuminated Tarot. Um, okay, so how this person sees themselves is the Four of Wands. Sure, I'm not missing anyone. Mojo Tarot is here. Hello, thanks for being here. Okay, so Four of Wands, clarified by the Star, Aquarian energy, and the Queen of Pentacles. Wow, three queens on the table, which is funny. And we'll see if we get the other queen. No, we have all four queens here. We've got all four queens. They're so okay, which essentially is the Empress, and we already have the Emperor on the table. But carrying on. Okay, so this person has been healing, dipping their toes in the water, focusing on nurturing themselves, the people around them, being very focused on their physical abundance, being very grounded. Yeah, yeah, because in this star card, one foot is in the water and one foot is kind of pushed up against the side of that kind of the thing that she's sitting on. And so it's like grounded in reality, but then also dipping their toes into their emotions, which kind of aligns with what I was talking about with this Knight of Pentacles. Makes me think this you are the King of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles is here. Is this person who's solidly on the ground, but then looking at the King of Cups, who's like very comfortable in the water. And so they're like, oh, I'm dipping my toes in the water because I really think, I think Sagittarius is amazing for who they are and how they show up. I'm going to try this too. And but still, like there's this elevation again with the moving into this feminine energy. It's very receptive, intuitive, nurturing energy, but also being very practical. This person, they're very practically minded. They want to do what's right for themselves, for everyone around them. Lots of integrity. And so, this is clarifying the Four of Wands. This is how they see themselves, where they're coming in and they're like, I I really I wanna share my heart. Okay, let's think about this for a minute. I was gonna say I wanna share my heart with Sagittarius. I see. Okay. Okay, yeah. Yeah. So this person, okay, so we see all four wands are on the side of this one, which has their kind of they seem younger in a way, more youthful, and they've got their arms back and their heart, they're leading with their heart. And this one is kind of leaning away, which aligns with this Queen of Swords energy. Is like, okay, well, mm, like there's something about you being feeling defensive, or feeling like you're coming at me with all this youthful energy, but can I trust that? But this person, they seem to have good intentions as far as I can tell so far. They're stepping toward you, but there's this reluctance on your part. So, so, ooh, going with my black deck. So, how this person views you, this is going to go long. It's okay. I think I have time. I have plenty of time. Oh, yeah, I'm good. The chariot. Chariot clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. Interesting, because you see yourself as the Ace of Cups, and this person sees you as the Ace of Pentacles. There's some kind of new beginning here. Page of Pentacles. Yes. Yeah. You okay, so you may be focused. This could be kind of like focused on some kind of new opportunity that has kind of dropped in your lap, that has kind of come out of nowhere, and you're looking at this opportunity. It could be this person who's like showing up, like, here's something, and you're examining it and you're like, I see, I see the opportunity here, and I, I see that this could actually turn into something. Um, but if it's not this person, this is you kind of focused on your, it could be like a new side hustle, or maybe you're stepping into, um, I don't know, like, I don't know, starting a new business or something very like physical, tangible, and in the 3D reality. And you see the viability, and you're like, okay, you're wrangling these energies, these, energies that typically go want to go in opposite directions, and now you have them coming together. Now now the one thing that's popping into my mind is they're they're butting heads. So there could be something about, you need to keep those energies going straight, and there could be some kind of, something about keeping things on track, because it's just as bad to have two horses collide, two energies, or the horses collide, as it is to have them go in opposite directions. The charioteer, it is their job to keep those horses both running in the same direction. Otherwise, that chariot goes tumbling. Oh, she's also holding two faces. So something about butting heads. You two have been butting heads. Maybe because one of you is coming from a more emotional place, and one of you is coming from a more like practical, 3D reality kind of place. But they see you as being able to overcome this. And again, we have this feminine, this very powerful feminine energy that is helping to get these energies in alignment. Now, is she holding masks? Possibly. It's like forcing the issue, forcing every both, because that's what the Queen of Swords does. She's like, I don't want any masks. I'm not wearing a mask. We're going to be honest about our intentions and what it is that we want. And so this person sees you as taking charge, taking control, and you know, there's the butting heads thing, but then there's also this feeling of these two are nuzzling each other, like, putting their foreheads together, and there's a feeling of affection here, and so it's like it's that point where you know there's victory and success with the chariot ultimately. And it's almost as if you get to that finish line, and then these two energies that you've been trying to wrangle are now like affectionate. I don't know how to explain it. It's like, yes, we did it. you know um we're not having to run in the same direction anymore, so we can pause and acknowledge one another. And that, and this can speak to the shadow side versus the light side. And that you have done a lot of work on yourself and brought yourself to this place where you have befriended your shadow side rather than pushing it away. And this has created balance, emotional balance. Okay. So, what next? Okay, Oracle Tarot. Um, so how they view this connection, Queen of Cups. Yeah, see, I feel, well, hang on. Hang on. We've got Six of Pentacles, unexpected help. And the Ace of Wands, follow your dreams. So now we have three aces on the table. Dang, this is cool. I feel like you have been very generous with this person, which has allowed them to realize that they can follow their own directive, follow their own passion in some way. Have some kind of, and this specifically is about this connection. I feel like there's a lot of passion, like there's this passion is growing. There could be a lot of chemistry here between the two of you, but there is it's so interesting because I feel like whatever you had to do, you did not do it with any kind of malicious intent, like in terms of like setting boundaries. Like you put your sword out and this person impaled themselves on your sword. And you were just like, hey, come any closer, see what you get. They got what they got. That was on them. But you were embodying this very loving energy and still very compassionate and kind, even though you had to set those boundaries for yourself ultimately. And I feel like they have seen that you are very kind and generous. And this has ignited some kind of passion in them, wanting a new beginning or a beginning, a passionate beginning regardless. And so here they are stepping up, getting into this receptive mode, understanding that in order to meet you at your level, because you take action, this from your emotions, you know how to apply yourself, you're very emotionally intelligent, and you have been a really amazing influence on this person, and they have risen up. And the thing about this is that so you see this person as this kind of Queen of Wands energy, where maybe they do get a lot of attention. Maybe they are very attractive, and you see themselves as closed off for some reason. Um, or just starting to understand, like, maybe this is somebody who, always kind of wanted attention to help them feel better about themselves. Um, Rather than recognizing their true beauty and their true worth, um, without anyone's approval. And so now this person is understanding that, and they are the mask. The mask. Okay, so the this head is a moon and is separate from the body. And so it feels kind of like, and that kind of moon kind of looks like a mask in a way, where it's like this person is, if they've been keeping secrets, if they've been hiding something, if something, the moon represents some things that are hidden or distorted, or, um, eh, this person is understanding that they need to take the mask off in order to be a match with you. It's still a part of who they are. It's still attached. Yeah, because both of these, have this kind of, there's still something there where they feel like, I don't know, they can't fully be themselves. And maybe that's just something that comes in time. Any of us who have had any kind of have dealt with any kind of insecurities know that it is not easy to show up and be authentic when you felt like you had to protect yourself for so long. However, there this person sees that they are a match for you, and they're rising up, they're stepping up because they really want, they appreciate your kindness and your giving nature, and it's sparking something in them, very passionate. So okay, so okay, okay, key strength in this connection, moonology deck just winked at me, maybe it blinked too. We've got several moons, so lots of winking and blinking. Um, Knight of Swords. Nothing is yet set in stone. You and your loved ones are safe. Clarifying the Knight of Swords. So, so things are shifting. Things are changing. Um, for you, you're coming to this place of happiness. You're feeling strong. You're feeling good about yourself. This person is rising up to meet you, and so there's this wonderful, like, willingness to, just through you both kind of going through your own transformational journeys, you're able to step up and and hold the space for one another. You both feel safe with each other here. And I think you kind of helped with this. You set very necessary boundaries with this person that they respect you so immensely. And so this Knight of Swords, there's a lot of this is very fast moving energy. It's it's about communication. It's about um doing something like the Knight of Swords. He's kind of always after getting some kind of justice. He feels very strongly about the mission that he's on, and he's like, I'm going to go for it. I may not have all the answers, but I'm devoted to the cause. So you two are devoted to this cause of at least maintaining some kind of um balance, some kind of reciprocity, kindness, sharing. So a weak point in this connection, or yeah, ooh, Voyager Tarot. This deck does not want to shuffle. There is something that there's a sticking point. Things aren't coming together, don't always come together so easily. Because, well, hang on. We've got Man of Worlds, Achiever. So we've got the King of Pentacles now. So another divine match on the table. King and Queen of Pentacles, King and Queen of Cups, Ace of Crystals. Brilliant. So we've got the Ace of Pentacles twice now, too. So yeah, there's this feeling of I feel like this person has been they tend to be very focused on um, achieving their physical goals, getting the things, the stuff, the car, the house, the money, it, it's like, and they might get kind of caught up in wanting the latest and greatest things, the gadgets, like something about status kind of overtakes this person sometimes. Because I'm reading this as you in this Ace of Cup, or sorry, the King of Cups energy, right? And you're more like, yeah, the things are good. It's important to, feel abundant and stable in life, but there's so much more than that. It's all very surface. What really counts is the love. And this person kind of the shiny they get caught up by the shiny things and achieving, getting all the stuff. And so, there may be this could be where why you had to set boundaries is because this person was drawn to other things other than the love with you. Maybe they were, I don't know, there's something that they had a choice to make. Maybe this is you having some kind of choice because they see you as, being in this ace and page of pentacles energy and focusing on on the success. Now, this is how they see you in the connection. But I don't know, maybe you decided that after all things were said and done, that you were like, okay, I need to focus on my stability, I need to focus on achieving my success after having put out your sword. Not really sure where things fall here. And it's going to be different for different people, but somebody was was at a place where they needed to make a choice and they didn't know what to do. And this one is so interesting because there's someone there through the doorway who's holding her hand, but she's standing there not sure what to do. She's not moving. And wearing the red makes me think of passion. I'm getting that this person, I don't know, maybe it's the kind of thing where you're like, okay, we need to focus on achieving and having a new beginning because we have this ace of crystals. That's not the crystals is that's the ace of swords. I was reading it as the ace of pentacles. Whoa, which means that's all four aces, right? Because we have the ace of pentacles, the ace of wands, and the ace of cups. So now we have all four aces too. Oh my god. And the ace of crystals, also the ace of swords, it's about clarity. It's about truth. Knowing that you have to getting truth about that someone was more focused on achieving something, and this caused someone else to be like, I don't know, do I go in that direction, do I not? I'm being pulled, I'm being called, but like she literally has her hand, I'm being pulled in this direction, but I'm not sure yet. Okay. So, yeah, cat tarot, where things seem to be headed. We've got the fates clarified by the Four of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles again. So it seems like this, there's these bowls that are being set down, but there's nothing in there yet. And the cat is looking and is like, where's my treats? Where's the water? Where's this is an empty bowl. I'm looking and I'm realizing that I'm not satisfied with an empty bowl. Just because it's in the shape of the fish doesn't mean it's actual fish, doesn't mean it's going to feed me, right? And so there's this energy of like, well, what is going to feed me? Well, there's something over here in a cage, which is interesting. This Nine of Pentacles, the bird is on her hand. Now it's in a cage. It's a form of protection? Or is it like the bird is in the cage for its own protection, but also it was put in the cage in the first place so that it could be kept. And there's treats down here. The cat doesn't want the treats. The cat wants the bird. So I'm reading this as this person is feeling dissatisfied with being single, with being on their own. There's all this, they have plenty of food, but they want what they can't have. They want what's in the cage. Birds can, birds are messengers. It's like they want to go after, the thing they can't have, which I feel like is you. And so it's like it's creating this huge change. This whole situation has been fated. Um, you two were meant to be on this journey together, to learn how to set some, these strong boundaries, and to speak your truth, and to, really like find your own happiness, and to get to this place of emotional balance, right? And this has helped this person to learn how to um, act with integrity, and how to ultimately um, act from a place of love, and be okay with their emotions. So there's change. There's definite change in this connection. I don't see where I don't see how you are going to accept this change. Like, is this something where you're like, okay, yes, let's come together, or if you're kind of like, I'm gonna always love you, but I'm gonna do my own thing. Like, maybe again, maybe that's just different for different people, or maybe it's just kind of a to be continued for right now, because this is where things seem to be heading. There is change, and so regardless, it's good. So I'm gonna get a chakra card. Oh, we got gratitude again. This came up for Scorpio yesterday. I am thankful and humble as I move through life. I receive willingly, lovingly, and graciously. I recognize and appreciate the small things in life, the synchronicities and beauty that can be found in each and every moment. I am grateful. Yeah. No matter what, you are coming to this place of feeling this gratitude for this journey that you've been on, because it's helped you to elevate. It's helped you to really come into your own power, to not let yourself be manipulated by others. It's learning, knowing your own mind, knowing your own heart, and standing for what you believe. And that is, you are an inspiration to many, not just to this person, but especially to this person. So just keep focusing on that gratitude, and all will be well. All right, I'm leaving it there. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you on the next video. Mwah. And thanks so much for liking, subscribing, and sharing, and leave a comment if it resonates.